Now, my family, it is only a few days before Harry arrives in Britain for the Well Child Charity Awards. And also, when watching the Heart of Invictus documentary, Prince Harry said something about lacking support in the royal family. And Harry said he lacked a support structure. That's what Harry said. And my family, right after saying that, something has now happened. Daily Mail has done something so cruel, so inhumane, that no decent human being will tell anyone what they are just saying. No one could possibly even want to remind Harry, someone who lost a parent, what Daily Mail wants to remind Prince Harry. My family, here is what Daily Mail did. Now, my family, Daily Mail had an exclusive saying this, and I quote, unheard tapes of Diana telling how Charles said he was disappointed when Prince Harry was born because, and I quote, we thought it would be a girl, are revealed for the first time. Lies, 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 and lies. It is not for the first time. We've had this a long time ago, whereby Diana was afraid of telling Charles that she was having a baby boy. She knew that she was having a son. And she was afraid of telling Charles because Charles had wanted a girl. And my family, when Harry was born, clearly then Charles found out, yeah, he's a boy. And right now, to see what is happening, what Daily Mail is doing, they are doing what they're doing because cruelty is the point. Cruelty is the point. To be cruel to Prince Harry. And yet, the same Daily Mail and their carnival, also called experts, who write columns for Daily Mail, will be saying tomorrow, today, have been saying for months, for years now, that somehow they believe and hope that Harry will come back. Even today, I saw one other individual, one other carnival or so-called expert, saying that since Harry is the prince of the blood, is a prince by blood, he has a way back into the royal fold. Meghan, no. Meghan, no. That's what they said. And then my family, and yet you're having Daily Mail reminding Prince Harry, hey, look, you were unwanted by your father, Charles. Tomorrow also, you'll see one other column, one other carnival, also called expert, saying that why isn't Harry reaching out to Charles? You will see them saying, why isn't Harry, seeking to heal the rift between him and Charles and William? Tomorrow, you will see that. Oh, wait. Already, they have been saying that for months. But yet today, they want to remind Harry that, Harry, hey, look, you are unwanted. Charles wanted a girl, not you. My family, cruelty is the point of why Daily Mail do what they do. Cruelty is the entire point of what they do. They intend and wish to be cruel to Prince Harry. And somehow they believe that somehow, if they are cruel to Harry, that will lead Harry back inside the royal fold. Something is wrong with them. Let me ask you a question. If you see this kind of rhetoric being told of you, if it were you are being told of this, and you are estranged or you don't have a good relationship with your father, would this make it better? Would hearing that your father wanted a girl and did not want you, would that make your relationship better? Would it? My family, the answer is no. It would not make your relationship with your parent, with your father, better. It would not. But then, the same tabloids who, after years of doing everything in their power to destroy or cause rifts within the royal family to make a profit, the same tabloids who have now begun calling for Harry, only Harry, to mend fences, the royal family, are the same ones who are coming up with these headlines. Oh, Harry, you are unwanted by Charles. Something is wrong with the UK tabloid press. They are not well in the head. Because if they believe or think that somehow, some way, that their actions, what they do to Harry, reminding Harry, that Charles was disappointed when he found out that, he had a boy, that will make Harry reunite with Charles. I mean, my family, something is not well in their heads. Something is not well with them. They are not okay. They are not well, my family. Have they not learned after all these years? Abuse only drives Harry and Meghan away. Pulling stuff like this off, it's only going to keep Harry and Meghan away. Have they not learned that? What makes me sick is that they do this, and then tomorrow you will see them saying, oh, look, we want Harry back. Harry will come back. Harry is a prince of the blood, by blood. He can come back. And then they treat him appallingly. And then they remind him that he was unwanted. That Charles wanted a girl, and that he was disappointed when Diana gave birth to a boy. And why do they do this? Why are they doing this right now? Because everything they do must have a purpose. First of all, clearly, they were angry when Harry told the entire world of how the UK press were not talking about, the pain that soldiers went through in Afghanistan, the trauma they experienced, my family, those who lost their limbs, what was happening in Afghanistan, the horrors of war. First of all, I have seen the UK media have been angry about that. And also, they've been angry because of what Harry said, which I just showed you, about lacking a support structure while in the royal family. And although, based on what you've heard also, you have not really seen Harry saying, any member of the royal family by name. None of them. None of them. Not William, not Charles, not Kate, not Camilla. None of them. Not even once in the Heart of Invictus documentary. Not even once. But as always, the tabloids want drama. And when Harry said that, of course, my family, by common sense, Harry was basically saying that, in the royal family, he lacked that support system. He lacked that support system. But he did not say that by his own words. But common sense will tell you that's what he was trying, to basically say. But he did not mention them by name. He did not mention them by name. And my family, clearly, that has angered some individuals in the royal family and also in the UK press. Because they want Prince Harry to say how good the institution is, instead of the bad of what they have put him through, the pain, the horrors, the trauma he has had to endure being a part of the institution. They don't want Harry to talk about that. They just want Harry to say the good stuff. When my family, if you wanted Harry to say only good things, then guess what? Here's what you should have done. You should have treated Harry well. You should have never ever chased Harry's late mother to her death. But sadly, that's what UK media did to Harry. They chased his mother to her death. And for a long time, he has suffered the pain of losing a mom who loved him so much. When the royal family were treating Harry appallingly from such a young age, Diana showed her son love. My family, I want to remind you of what Harry said in his memoir, Spare, about what Charles did, my family. Please kindly hear what Harry said. And I quote, the heir and the spare. There was no judgment about it, but also no ambiguity. I was the shadow, the support, the plan B. I was brought into the world in case something happened to Willie. I was summoned to provide backup, distraction, diversion, and if necessary, a spare part, kidney perhaps, blood transfusion, speck of bone marrow. This was all made clear to me from the start of life's journey and regularly reinforced thereafter. I was 20 the first time I heard the story of what Pa allegedly said to Mommy the day of my birth. Wonderful. Now you have given me an heir and a spare. My work here is done. A joke, presumably. On the other hand, minutes later, after Diana gave birth to Harry, after Charles delivered this bit of high comedy, Pa was said to have gone off to meet his girlfriend, Camilla. So many are true words spoken in jest. My family, those are Prince Harry's very own words from his memoir, Spare. That's what Harry said of what even Charles did when he was born. Charles ran off to his mistress, Camilla, to see her after Harry was born. That was how life was like. Diana would take care of Charles. And no wonder Harry feels so much of a void after the passing of Diana, because from her, Harry knew what love truly is. He was loved. He was loved. Diana would say on record, I give Harry much more love to compensate for any unfair treatment, because she could see what they were doing to him from a very young age. She could see it. My family, and today you are having Daily Fail a few days before Harry arrives in the UK for the World Child Awards, reminding Harry, you were unwanted. Telling Harry, your father wanted a girl. And I'm assuming they are doing this with the full consent and blessing of Charles and Prince William, because I know for a fact the palace, first of all, they check all these articles written about the royal family. If anything appears to be defamatory towards Charles, they ask for it to be removed. But this headline, this piece, clearly is meant to hurt Harry emotionally. And so what? They will let it be there, be live for everyone to see. That Charles wanted a daughter and not a son, not Prince Harry. The son he has. And in the mind of the Wikimedia, that makes Charles appear better. You know, maybe to the UK it does. Maybe in the UK, in Britain, maybe it does. Because in the UK, we have seen how hate sells. The currency of the Wikimedia is that they sell hate for profit. And they make a fortune from it. And clearly, the market is in Britain. That's what the market is. So maybe in Britain, people will be okay with seeing this stuff. But in the eyes of people with common sense, in the eyes of people globally, people don't like what they're seeing. The poor, appalling treatment of Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, by the Wikimedia, and also by the UK royal family. My family, you want an example of cruelty? This headline from Daily Fail is the perfect example of what cruelty truly is. Cruelty they are showing towards Harry. What's the point of doing this? Of having that headline? Cruelty, cruelty. You know, Harry has trauma because of losing his mother. In his memoir Spare, Harry tells us, and I quote, he did not relish losing a second parent when Charles wanted to marry Camilla. But he saw how happy Charles was and was okay with Charles marrying Camilla. Wasn't happy about it, but was okay with it. That's how Harry was. My family. And he knew when Charles married Camilla, he would see less of Charles, his father. And it pained him because he did not relish losing a second parent. That is what Harry said. But look at what Charles has been doing. He evicts Harry, Meghan, and Elizabeth from Pomo Cottage, from their only UK home. King Charles puts the day of his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. When Charles is embroiled in a cash for honor scandal, the only thing he thinks of is how can he deflect from the scandal, and then he uses Harry and Meghan's daughter Lilibet as a diversion to get people talking about Lilibet, his meeting with Lilibet, and rather not his cash for honors scandals, using Lilibet as a scapegoat. Look at what he did to Meghan Markle. He called Harry, abusing Meghan, telling him, don't come with her to Balmoral. That's what Charles did. And yet you're having media wonder why Meghan does not show up to Britain. Why Meghan refuses to put herself through torture, abuse, insults, racism. Which would happen, which she would experience if she set foot in Britain from the UK media. It comes from the UK media. And they wonder why Meghan won't put herself through that. The wonder why Meghan is protecting her peace, protecting her mental health. You know? UK media are a very, very weird bunch. A very, very weird bunch. Very, very weird. And full of hypocrisy, of course. Full of so much hypocrisy. So my family, Harry said that he took no offense after hearing what he heard that Charles had said about him. Harry says, and I quote, "I took no offense. I felt nothing about it, any of it." Now that's what Prince Harry said. And I'm hoping, my family, that he also feels nothing about what they're saying right now. That Charles wanted a daughter and also not a son. My family, I'm so proud of Harry for being someone who is different. A good man with a good heart. Someone who has shown that he will do everything in his power to keep those he loves safe. And he loved Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and Doria. And my family, we love Harry very, very much. Very, very much. And my family also, here's what is being said by family right now. I want to read you what is being said. That Anne had tapes of Diana claiming that King Charles said he was disappointed when Prince Harry was born because the couple had thought it would be a girl have been revealed. The audio was recorded by Diana in the 1990s for her biographer Andrew Morton, who went on to publish the best-selling book Diana, Her True Story. And snippets of the clip, which are set to air in an upcoming documentary and have been released just a day after the 26th anniversary of Diana's death in a car crash, have been released in the US also. And Diana claims in the recording that Charles told her mother, Frances Shand Kidd, at Prince Harry's christening in 1984, that Charles was so disappointed and he thought it would be a girl. And Frances then snapped Charles' head off and told him he should realize how lucky you are to have a child. I'm quoting what Frances said, Diana's mother said, about basically what was being said about, Harry's birth. That Charles was hoping to have a girl. And Diana knew that she was having a boy. And she kept it from Charles. Because he did not want him to feel, disappointed until the day that Harry was born. So my family, it explains really how Charles has been a lousy father to Harry, and even why he has been a lousy father to Prince Harry. And my family, the one thing that I find so hypocritical is that you keep seeing these narratives. Oh, Harry should reach out. A few days ago, one carnival or so-called expert, Ingrid Seward, said that, Harry should go there with a bouquet of flowers and say sorry to Charles, William, Camilla, Kate. For what? For what? For what? You have to say and ask, for what? For what? For telling the truth about how poorly they have treated Harry and Meghan? Because what Harry has done and said is just the truth. And what Harry has done is protect the mother of his kids. That's what Harry has done. So my family, Harry has nothing to say sorry for. Nothing. You know? So my family, to see what has been said about Harry is just painful. Painful for any son to hear. Painful. Painful and painful. It explains why even Harry has felt so much pain really after losing his mother, and it has been difficult for him to heal from that. Because of how poorly he has been treated growing up, because Charles never ever protected his own son. He only fed him to the UK media just to rehabilitate his own image. It's so wrong. It is just extremely wrong what Harry has been put through by the institution, by the royal family, by Charles himself. It is just so wrong and so sad what Harry has had to endure and also experience. And my family, if they think that this makes the royal family look good, it does not. It does not. And Harry, if you are watching right now, the royal family, Charles is basically sending the message to you of what he feels about you. Clearly, he doesn't care about his son. Clearly. And my family, I want to share this saying by or from Maya Angelou, who said this: family is not always blood. It's the people in your life who want you in theirs, and ones who accept you for who you are. The ones who would do anything to see you smile, and who love you no matter what. Prince Harry, who is the one who makes you smile? Clearly, it can't be those in the royal family. It can't be them. Not Charles, not William, not Kate, not Camilla, after what they've done to Harry. The ones who make Harry happy are his kids. Meghan, Nacho Figueras, his brother, the military community. And I hope that Harry always surrounds himself with those who make him happy, and not those who clearly only want to cause him pain, suffering, and misery. Harry should keep his distance from them, always and forever. And that's why, even based on what is being said in the family, I always say, for Harry, you can't have Charles back. You can't have William back. The only thing they wish for you is misery and unhappiness. You can't get that back. You can't get them back, because the only thing that they have shown is that they've only cared about Harry for as long as they could use Harry. When they have seen they can't use him anymore, look at how they have treated Harry with disdain, disrespect, cruel treatment. So my family, I know in my heart that what Harry has done himself in his life is end this cycle of suffering and protect his kids from what he has endured and experienced in the royal family by being a different father. A father who's present for his kids. A father who is always protecting his kids, loving his kids, and keeping them safe. That's what Harry and Meghan have chosen as parents. And may they continue to do that. And also keep maintaining the distance, keeping the space from their abusers, because they don't wish them well. So my family, now tell me your thoughts about what is being said right now, about what they are doing to Harry. And tomorrow, or even as we've had for years now, they're like, Prince Harry should reach out to Charles and William. And yet, they remind us of this, of how Charles was disappointed that Harry was not, a girl when Harry was born. And that Harry also told us that after he was born, Charles went to see his mistress. So, my family, and yet you'll hear from them, Harry needs to reach out. You know what? Meghan needs to be the one who spends most of her time trying to get Harry to heal the rift with people like Charles and William. My family, I've always said that is never ever going to happen, and that is never going to work. The royal family will only accept anything involving, Harry's misery, Harry's unhappiness, a divorce, for instance. That's what the royal family would want. What William, Charles, Kate, Camilla would want. For Harry to be alone, unhappy, miserable, lonely. That's what they would want. His reputation destroyed. That's what they'd accept. Does Harry want that for his life? I think not. I believe not. So what does Harry do? Continue doing what he's always done, putting his wife and kids first, and keeping his space from his abusers, from Charles, William, Kate, Camilla, because they don't mean him well. The tabloids don't mean him well. My family. Now, my family, cruelty is the point. But guess what? No matter what they do, they will never ever be able to destroy what Harry and Meghan have. I keep praying they never ever succeed. And also, what they're doing reminds Harry of exactly why he has done what he has done. Keep his wife and kids safe. Put his family first. Because my family, as I've always said, don't let the toxic family you may come from, or that Harry comes from, destroy the family that he has chosen himself. A family that comes from him, from Harry. Harry, don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let them destroy the family that comes from you. Archie, Lilibet, Meghan, the mother of your kids. Don't let them ever do that. And once again, Harry is being reminded of exactly why right now he is keeping, his space from Charles, William, Kate, Camilla. This only reminds him of why he, he's doing what he's doing with family, keeping his space, and also protecting the family that comes from him. Archie, Lilibet, Meghan, his family. So my family, when I see this, I keep hoping that, finally, we hope that UK media can now stop saying that Prince Harry should, come back to the royal fold and all that nonsense. Because clearly, they don't mean him well. They do not. They do not. They do not mean him well. Now, my family, tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. Let's kindly please hear your opinion. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lily Petana, and Doria Raglan, and all of you members of the choir at home. He never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. Will this headline from Daily Fail heal the rift? I think not. I think not, my family. It only shows Harry exactly why right now he is keeping, his distance from Charles and from William. If God has blessed you with a son or a daughter, be proud of what God has blessed you with and be content with what you've been given. Be content with what you've been given. Be appreciative of what you have, of what you've been blessed with, a son or a daughter. But for Charles, clearly, that disappointment has shown to this day. And it's an indictment on him, not on Harry, of just who he is, a failed father. And that's what everyone will always remember Charles for being a failed father and being a failed husband to the late Diana. And if he has failed so much, even at being a father and a husband, you can be well sure he is a failure right now, even as king. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zasco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zasco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.